Your German Shepherd has been telling you how they feel about you for months, maybe years. The problem is, they're not telling you the way you'd expect. There's no tail-wagging frenzy, no over-the-top circus of affection. That's not who this breed is. A German Shepherd is a working dog, wired for vigilance, for caution, for holding something back until they're sure. And that's exactly why their compliments are so easy to miss. The deepest things a shepherd will ever say to you are quiet. They're almost private, and they only come out once you've earned a level of trust most people in that dog's life will never reach. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 6 of those compliments. 6 specific things a German Shepherd does only when they have completely surrendered their guard to you. Not generic dog stuff, shepherd stuff. The behaviors rooted in how this breed's mind actually works. And by the end, I think you're going to realize your dog has been paying you the highest honor they know how to give. You just didn't have the translation yet. Stay with me, because number 4 is one almost every shepherd owner sees and almost nobody understands. Number 1, they turn their back to you and face the door. Here's something you need to understand about your German Shepherd before anything else makes sense. This is a breed that cannot stand having its back to an open space. Watch them in a new room. They'll drift to a corner or a wall or a spot where they can see the entrances. It's not anxiety, it's architecture. Their entire nervous system is built around knowing where the threats can come from. So pay attention to what they do at home with you. When your shepherd lies down and deliberately points their body toward the door, the hallway, the window, and puts their back to you, that is not laziness. That is a job assignment. They have decided that the danger comes from out there, and you are the thing behind them that's worth protecting. They're holding the line so you don't have to. Think about what that actually means. The most instinct-driven part of this dog, the part that needs eyes on every exit, has chosen to make you the blind spot it's willing to ignore. They've decided you're safe enough to turn their back on. For a breed this wired for surveillance, trusting someone at their 6 is about as deep as it goes. You're not the threat. You're the reason the watch exists. Quick one. If your German Shepherd is pulling, barking, ignoring you, or basically running the house, I put everything that actually works into a 30-day training plan. 1 printable page a day, 15 minutes, no experience needed. Links in the description. Let's continue. Number 2, they turn your face before they react. This one is subtle, and once you see it, you'll never unsee it. Something happens. The doorbell rings, a stranger's voice comes through the wall, a dish crashes in the kitchen. A normal dog reacts immediately. They bark, they bolt, they freeze. But watch a German Shepherd that deeply trusts you. In that split second before they decide how to feel, they'll snap their head around and look at you first. They're reading your face. Are you alarmed? Are you calm? Should this be a problem? That tiny glance is one of the most profound compliments this breed can pay. German Shepherds are decision makers by nature. In a working context, they're trained to assess and act on their own judgment. So when your dog voluntarily hands that judgment over to you, when they make your reaction the deciding factor instead of their own instinct, they have placed you at the very top of the chain of command in their mind. They're saying, you see the world more clearly than I do. I'll follow your read. A shepherd does not give that authority to just anyone. They give it to the one person they've decided is more reliable than their own nose. Number 3, the off-duty collapse. You know the sound. Your shepherd walks over, circles once, drops to the floor near you, and lets out this enormous theatrical sigh, and sometimes rolls onto one hip, legs splayed, completely undignified. People think this is just a dog being a dog. It's so much more specific than that. Remember, this is a working breed that spends most of its waking hours in a low hum of alertness. The ears are tracking, the body is ready. Even when they look relaxed, a shepherd is rarely fully off. So that heavy sigh and that hip roll collapse is the sound and the shape of a working dog clocking out. It's the moment they decide the shift is over and they don't need to be ready anymore. And here's the part that matters. They only truly do that around the people they trust to keep watch for them. A shepherd that flops into a dead, boneless, belly-tilted heap in your presence is telling you that with you in the room, they don't need to be the soldier anymore. They can just be tired. They can just be soft. You have become the safe enough place for this relentless breed to finally put the weapons down. That sigh is a love letter. Learn to hear it. Number 4, they try to move you, not just follow you. Almost every shepherd owner notices their dog follows them everywhere. Bathroom, kitchen, the 2-foot walk to the trash can. People call it the Velcro thing and leave it there. But there's a deeper version of this that's pure German Shepherd, and it's the one most people misread. This breed has herding in their bones. Their whole genetic history is about managing the position of others, keeping the flock together, moving bodies from one place to a safer place. So watch for the moment your shepherd stops just following you and starts trying to direct you. The gentle nudge behind your knee, the body that subtly cuts across your path to steer you away from the door when you grab your keys, the way they herd you toward the couch at night or insert themselves between you and a guest they're unsure about. That's not your dog being needy, that's your dog working you into their flock. They've taken the deepest instinct they have, the drive to keep the group gathered and safe, and they've pointed it directly at you. They're not following you, they're shepherding you. The clue was in the name the whole time.
Number 5, the measured mouth. Here is a fact about German Shepherds that should change how you read every gentle thing they do. This breed has one of the strongest, most precise bites in the canine world. They were bred to grip, to hold, to control with their mouth. The hardware is genuinely formidable. Now, think about how your shepherd uses that mouth with you. The way they take a treat from your fingers with almost surgical softness. The way they'll close their teeth around your wrist or your hand in play and apply this careful, deliberate, measured pressure. Enough for you to feel it, never enough to hurt. The way they carry something fragile across the room and set it down intact. That control is not an accident, and it is not nothing. A dog built to bite hard, choosing every single time to be tender with you, is making a constant, repeated decision. It's restraint as affection. Every soft mouth is your shepherd reminding you, almost unconsciously, that they know exactly how much power they have and they will never use it on you. There's a particular kind of trust that runs in both directions there. They trust you enough to put their mouth on you, and they're telling you that you can trust that mouth completely. For a breed this capable, gentleness is a gift they're choosing to give, not a default they fell into. Number 6, they match your mood and hold vigil when you're low. Save this one because it's the deepest of all. German Shepherds are famous for their emotional attunement, but trust takes it somewhere most people never witness until they really need it. When you're sick or grieving or just sitting in that heavy quiet where something is clearly wrong, watch what a deeply bonded shepherd does. They don't bring you a toy, they don't paw at you for play, they lower their own energy to match yours. The body goes still, the pace slows. They press a flank against you or lie at your feet, and they simply stay. They keep a kind of vigil. They've read the shift in you, and instead of trying to pull you out of it, they sit inside it with you. This is co-regulation, and it is profoundly intentional in this breed. A shepherd that trusts you has tuned themselves to your internal weather so closely that your storm becomes theirs. They've stopped treating you as the person who feeds and walks them, and started treating you as a member of the pack whose well-being is their responsibility to guard, emotionally, not just physically. When the world feels like it's too much and your dog quietly anchors themselves to your side and refuses to leave, that is your German Shepherd telling you that you are never going to face the hard things alone as long as they're breathing. There is no compliment deeper than that. None. So let's step back and look at what your shepherd has actually been doing. They turn their back to face the door because you're worth guarding. They check your face before they react because they trust your judgment over their own. They collapse with a sigh because you're safe enough to be off duty around. They herd you because you've been folded into the flock they protect. They measure their mouth because power without gentleness was never the point. And they hold vigil when you're low because your pain became theirs the day they chose you. Notice that not one of these is loud. Not one of them is the cartoon version of a happy dog. That's the whole point. A German Shepherd's love is built like the breed itself, disciplined, watchful, and devastatingly loyal underneath a calm surface. They're not going to shower you in obvious affection. They're going to show you in the quiet language of a working dog that has decided with its whole heart that you are the one worth working for. Now I want to hear from you. Out of all 6 of these, which one does your German Shepherd do? Drop the number in the comments. I read them, and I love seeing which one hits home for people, because it's almost always the one they never realized was a compliment. If this helped you understand your German Shepherd a little better, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And before you go, a German Shepherd acting out isn't a bad dog. It's a working dog with no job. Pulling, barking, jumping, flat out ignoring you, it's all the same missing piece: structure. That's exactly what the German Shepherd Training and Obedience Toolkit gives you. A 30-day printable plan, 15 minutes a day, beginner-friendly, and risk-free for 30 days. Check the description if you want it. I'll see you in the next one.